Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And I'm Michael Junchaya, the face of Fox, and this is...
New Mexico style. I almost said American Idol. You know, every time I hear grits, I think back to the old show Alice. Remember Mel's Diner with Flo?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not great. Remember her?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know if you ever saw that show. It was the show about a diner, and anyway.
It smells like a diner.
I
think
it smells great here.
Girls raised in the South, like me.
Yes.
There you go.
So did you eat grits a lot growing up?
Yes, I did.
Was that a big staple?
It's huge. Oh yeah, for breakfast just about every morning. We always have
Awesome.
Kind of like green chili is for us here,
Yeah,
like the
I'd
way
say
it's just a
so.
staple.
But you know what? I think I like green chili a little bit. I love grits, but I like the green chili a little better. Grits,
Wow.
you have to doctor up the grits. They're a little bland.
Well, they smell like they're
Put some
doctored
stuff
up
in there.
today here.
Oh yeah. Speaking of doctors, how's life? How's life in the medical world?
It's very nice.
You know, I don't know if you realize how smart Michael is. He's an
no.
extremely smart guy.
No, I'm not that smart.
We were just talking about the fact that he delivered his 4th child.
I did.
On his
It was
own.
awesome. Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And you were also saying something really interesting, that it's a little rough, that doctors are rough when the baby's coming out.
Yeah, like
Really?
when they pull the head, it's like, oh my goodness, like take it easy. That's my child you're pulling. So it's kind of weird. So yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
How to tell them. You know, sometimes you just learn something new every day. Why don't we get to today's hot topic?
Let's get to it.
Shall we?
Well, you know, I have a hot topic real quick that's not really so hot. It's
Okay.
chilly out, and so wear your tights and your jackets. It may be spring, but dress a little bit more like winter.
Yes.
We'll get to that later on, but
Yeah,
just
we
wanted
will
to throw that out
definitely talk
there.
weather because we are dressed
Chilly.
winterized again. Anyway, yeah, but you know what? I wanted to ask you, okay, how smart is your smartphone?
My smartphone is pretty smart, but it's kind of spooky.
Really? Why is it spooky?
Like it's like Big Brother spooky.
Oh.
It is. In Washington this week, a Senate panel was demanding answers from both Apple and Google.
Well, they're looking at privacy issues after a report last month revealed smartphones may be storing more than just phone numbers.
Lawmakers are questioning whether iPhones, iPads with 3G, and Android phones are secretly tracking their users' every move and then storing it.
Right, both companies claim that the tracking devices are not meant to spy on customers, but instead to help them by providing directions to businesses and providing accurate location information.
Apple and Google insist they only record the locations of Wi-Fi hotspots and cell towers and that tracking can be turned off. Still, some lawmakers are calling for new legislation to protect consumers, a move many experts say is long overdue.
Wow.
You know, privacy laws just have not kept up with technology. It is a little scary.
It is very
It
much.
makes me nervous.
Nearly 73 Americans own a smartphone, and it's not just the device. 73 millions. I'm so sorry. Americans own a smartphone. Did I say 73? Sorry.
73 million's a lot.
And it's not just the phones that they're concerned about. They're concerned about the third-party apps.
Right, right. Well,
So-
there's so much, like the games, and I mean, there's just so many things. And earlier this month, Apple issued a software update to fix a bug that stored location data even when the tracking was actually turned off.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's like you never know who knows what you're doing and where you are at every minute of the day.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't think about it. It is a little scary, but sometimes it helps. Did you hear about the guy who had his truck stolen? But then he left his iPhone in the truck.
There
and
you
they were
go.
able to find the stolen car. So, you know, let's get that privacy in there a little bit, but I still like the
It's still helpful in a way.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the technology certainly does help in a lot of ways, and it definitely helps with your safety in a lot of ways. But then on the other hand, there's
We need
also
some
the other
protection.
opposite. So it's just finding the balance. Hopefully they will. And, you know, the big electronic companies just keep getting bigger. And Microsoft actually bought Skype.
I love Skype.
For $8.5 billion yesterday.
Right, this is the biggest deal in Microsoft's 36-year history. It makes Microsoft a bigger force in the internet and in the smartphone market.
Microsoft said it will marry Skype's functions to its Xbox game console, Outlook email program, and Windows smartphones. But for those of you with Mac and iPhones, you don't have to worry. They are going to continue to support other platforms as well. That was my first concern was, is Microsoft, am I going to lose Skype on my iPhone or my iPad? But no, that's not going to be the case.
No, it's good to know that because I think that's a concern a lot of people had. But this could be a good thing. I mean, you know, it's just one more hot technology topic. We like that. It's hot. It's hot. Now, did you hear that YouTube is adding about 3,000 more films to its online video rental store?
Way to go, that's right. And this will make them more competitive with similar services from Apple and Amazon.com.
This is the latest expansion in YouTube's evolution from a website for quirky homemade videos to an outlet for professionally produced music, movies, and TV series.
Check he's got a lot of those.
It's fun.
Tons of them. YouTube's video rental service offered primarily independent movies when it opened about about a year and a half ago, and the site is actually owned by Google.
Wow.
I didn't realize that initially until I started signing into my YouTube account, and now it makes me sign into a Google account, which I didn't even know you had to do.
Right.
I didn't even know about that.
So
now,
speaking of stuff to watch,
yes.
Glee, you watch Glee? Tell
Yes.
us.
Did you watch it last night?
I did. CeeLo. A little CeeLo action. Wasn't she singing the CeeLo song?
Last night?
Yeah.
Well, last night was the prom episode.
Look at her.
Hey, I was watching it. I swear.
There's Sue Sylvester. That was back in the Madonna episode.
I remember
and this,
that.
of course, this is Rachel's old flame coming back, and they sang Adele's Rolling in the Deep brilliantly.
Adele. That's what, you know what, those are like two of my top songs.
Right?
And I just got those backwards. I was thinking Adele.
Yes, Adele. It was amazing. But I have to tell you what I loved about the show, and I just have to put out there, because it's a show that's not only fun to watch, but as I always say, there's always a message. And at the end of the show, the point to take home after they announce prom king and queen is that you just be who you are, and you be proud of who you are, and you stand up for who you are, and at the end of the day, you're always going to feel better about yourself, because it could have been a disaster. Kurt was actually named prom queen, and it was a very sad moment because he was being made fun of, and it was really disturbing. But you know what? He turned it around and he embraced the moment, and he said, "This is who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm going to stand up for that." And that's the lesson to be learned, folks.
There you go.
Be proud of who you are.
And we are proud of our
lesson.
meteorologist, actually.
Yes, we are,
Kristen.
but not when it's this windy.
I know. What's up with that?
It is going to be another windy and chilly too. Here's your forecast.